My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications and Abundance Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Don't forget the podcast, netnewsnetwork.net. You'll love that podcast, by the way. Some fantastic talk show hosts are on there who are not afraid to tell you the truth. And so make sure you check that out. And I mean, just get on there 24/7. I don't know how many are on there. I think at least 10 different talk show hosts. So go ahead and check them out. Okay, I've got a really, really good topic for you right now. And this is 23 plus, we're going to have more than that, car trivia questions and answers. And this is for classic, muscle, and luxury cars. Chicks like cars too now. We all like them. Challenging your knowledge for your friends or trivia. Next time you have a trivia party or something like that, I've got the ones for you. This is manintelligence.com, but it's not just for men. Us chicks like it too again. This car trivia is all you need to gather your friends and just show your knowledge to them. So let's talk about this. Okay, so what was the very first car launched into space? Yeah, there was a car launched into space. It was the Tesla Roadster. So Elon Musk was, of course, the mastermind behind this operation, and it was an amazing accomplishment. So today, Musk's SpaceX company is one of the leading innovators in aerospace. What kind of car inspired the Lamborghini to start his own automobile company? Do you know what that was? Let's go ahead and click on the answer right here. Answer: the Ferrari. Everybody's dream has been to own a Ferrari. I'll never own one unless it's just one that somebody just says, look, this will never work again. And it's probably beat to death. But anyway, that would be fun. So Enzo Ferrari actually started his own automobile company, and the legendary Italian manufacturer won many races in his days as a driver. So today, both Ferrari and Lamborghini are two of the most respected auto manufacturers in the world. Now, what was the last automaker to offer cassette players in their vehicle? Oh boy, I remember the 8-tracks. They would take up almost your entire car. So the last automaker to offer cassette players in their vehicles was Ford. Yeah. So cassettes are quite popular in some crowds. A fun fact is that cassettes have better audio quality than your average MP3, since MP3s are heavily compressed, is why they say that. More convenience again, one out. Okay, number 4, let's talk about this. What video game comes standard in every SAAB equipped with a GM Tech 2? So let's find out what that one is. I'm having a difficulty understanding. Okay, you're going to drive around and you're going to have a video player for the kids maybe. So the Saab, let's talk about that. The answer is Pong. Never even heard of it before. I just don't play those games. So the Saab is a Swedish car manufacturer that is sadly no longer in business, but their cars continue to have a cult following. In their heyday, they were known for making stylish and reliable cars. Number 5, what was a national speed limit? This is what I want to know. Okay, this is before I graduated out of high school. There was a day when there was like no speed limit, kids. Okay, so why was a national speed limit of 55 miles per hour enacted in 1974, 3 years before I graduated out of high school? The answer was an oil shortage. Although cars have been an obsession for humans for many years, their operation also comes at a high cost. So oil is a finite resource, which means we're constantly fighting wars or expanding into new territories to control it. It's nice that we're driving electric cars. Is it really? Okay, opinion out on that one. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Let's talk about what was the Volkswagen Beetle called when it was first sold in the United States. That's a car I always wanted too. So there was a movie that came out in the 1960s called The Love Bug. And I was bit by the love bug. I think I was like about 8 or 9 years old or something like that when that movie came out. And from that point on, I would say, when I grow up, I'm getting a love bug. And I actually want to have flowers and be like a flower child and put flowers and stuff all over that love bug. Well, that never happened. But now, life's not over yet. I could possibly get a love bug. Who knows? The answer it was called, the Volkswagen Beetle was called, when it was first sold in the United States, it was called the Victory Wagon. I didn't know that. So the United States was probably wary of selling the Volkswagen under its proper name because of its history. So let me tell you about the history of it. Volkswagen was, of course, started by none other than Adolf Hitler. I didn't know. Maybe I changed my mind. I don't know that I want one now. And the phrase Victory Wagon reminded all Americans who won the war. I get it. But I think they're kind of cool looking cars. Okay, now who makes the model Santa Fe SUV? Let's find out what that is. Hyundai. So Hyundai is one of the few manufacturers that still competes in the World Rally Championship. And they won the Manufacturers Championship in 2020 with the i20. However, they did not win the Drivers Championship. Okay, now this is one right here that I think everybody would like to know the answer to this, because it may affect the car you buy in the future. So what's the most stolen car in America? Are you ready for the drum roll? Drum roll, please. Come on, let us know. The Honda Civic? For real? The fact that the Civic is the most stolen car in the States has more to do with its widespread usage than any particular weakness in regards to thieves. It's also cheap, which means they're most likely to be found in poor, crime-ridden areas. Okay. The Bentley, the Lamborghini, and the Porsche are auto manufacturers under what flagship company? And again, that's going to be the Bentley, the Lamborghini, and the Porsche. You're going to be surprised when I give you this answer. Now, a lot of you guys probably already know, but as far as us women, I had no idea. It's the Volkswagen. So this is why they say Volkswagen is an incredibly successful car company. Even though it had a major controversy back in the emissions scandal, the company was fined billions of dollars, which put a major dent, no doubt, into their finances. Okay, this is a fun one. So what British car is held together by super glue? Yeah, you heard me right, super glue. So what British car is held together by super glue? It's the Lotus Elise. Super glue, I don't feel so comfortable in that. Although being held together by super glue might not sound particularly reassuring, all Lotus cars are incredible engineering marvels. These cars are truly unique, and they're also swift. Okay, so there's something undeniably fun about cars. Everybody knows that. So even relatively boring cars can be fun to drive under the right circumstances. So let's go ahead and check these out. Okay, the inventor of the cruise control was who? Okay, the inventor of cruise control was a blind man. Wow. A blind man was the inventor. Cruise control might have been one of the first steps we took towards driverless cars. I get that. Of course, we've taken things much further today with American car companies like Tesla creating cars that are fully capable of driving themselves. Let me ask you this. Do you have enough confidence in a car and the way things are manufactured to drive one? Or you're not driving it, by the way, but a car that actually drives itself. I've got an issue with that. I would freak. I don't know. I just know, I guess my experience in vending machines, you know, where I put my dollar or whatever it is now, I put it in, it's 50-50 chance that you're going to get the cola. Or if it's a 50-50 chance you're going to, I'm just telling you, those are the odds nowadays. And that snack is actually going to come through. And then you go inside the grocery store or your Walmart or whatever, and they look at you funny when you say it didn't work. That's why I just don't use vending machines anymore. But yeah, wow. So it was a blind man. So which Mercedes-Benz concept car featured a joystick instead of a steering wheel? The answer is the Mercedes-Benz F200. There have been many interesting concept cars in the past, some more successful than others. While driving with a joystick might seem completely ridiculous and just a bit unsafe, we sometimes have to do crazy things to find interesting solutions. Yeah, my life is actually built on that. Okay, so a joystick, I can't see that. Are there some lawnmowers that have joysticks now? It seems like I have seen some. At Lowe's, one of our sponsors, it seems like I've seen that. Okay, now what's the ability to shift from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive while the vehicle is moving? What is that called? Okay, I'll go on ahead while I'm waiting on the answer to pop up, and I will mention that again. Let's go ahead and click it again. Okay, so what is the ability to shift from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive while the vehicle is moving? What's that called? It's called shift on the fly. It's kind of a cool thing. Okay, more information. With the invention of advanced computing technology, cars have been truly involved. They have evolved in several different ways. One example is the ability to devote one more or less power to each wheel, depending on the specific conditions. Okay, so I think we got time for one more before we go into a commercial break. What's the official state car of the Emperor of Japan? Let's view that answer. The Toyota Century Royal. More information. The Toyota was a very successful car company, and it has been expanding rapidly over the years. The company also competes with the World Rally Championship, and they won the Drivers' Championship with the Sebastian Ogier piloting in Yaris in 2020. Okay, we have more trivia, so we'll be right back in just a few minutes back from the commercial break. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. Let Rhonda at Rhonda's Elite Tax LLC take the burden off you for all your tax needs. I know because Rhonda has been taking care of my business since 2013. I feel Rhonda works for me because she knows the direct questions to ask to better benefit my unique business in order for me to get back the biggest refund possible. Rhonda is an ongoing student, and she knows tax laws are in a constant change every year. Call 256-281-9903 for an appointment to take the dread out of getting your taxes done. Rhonda is located at 11968 U.S. Highway 431 in Boaz. Again, that number is 256-281-9903. And let Rhonda's Elite Tax LLC champion your personal and business taxes. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community, whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need. Toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Jeff McCurdy of the McCurdy Law Firm has been a public service of this area for over 10 years. McCurdy, a member of the Henniger City Council, serves as prosecutor for the town of Sylvania and was named public defender for the city of Rainsville. The McCurdy Law Firm is located at 17326 Alabama Highway 75 in Henniger to better represent his Jackson and DeKalb County clients. If you need to be represented by a true public servant with proven success, call Jeff at 256-996-8701 or send a private email to mccurdylawfirm@gmail.com. No representation is made that the legal services performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018. Okay, we are back. My name is Donna Feazell, and I'm your host of The Edge on ICE Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications and Abundance Television, which is found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Well, we got actually auto trivia, which I think is just really kind of cool. So let's look at, automobile trivia. Yeah, there it is. Look at that car. Isn't that a cool looking car? Wow, it's like flying down. Is it in a tunnel? There is a tunnel that you can go through when we're going to visit with Brad and Larissa, and it's in Asheville, North Carolina, and there are 2 of them. And this is a must. Every time you go through that tunnel, it's kind of long and it's kind of freaky, like it's kind of scary. So when you go through that, you have to honk your horn. So it's like everybody is honking their horns, and it's really super loud. Okay, so if you're wearing hearing aids, I think it probably hurts your ears if you go through there. So think of others. Okay, now let's go ahead with the trivia. So when was the first documented car accident? Realize this, it was in the 1800s. It was in 1891. So without a doubt, car accidents are one of the clear downsides of driving. Be really careful, okay, because I really care for you. Don't drink and drive. All those little things that people have told you through the years, this is true. Now, these accidents claim many lives every year, and it seems as though the factor of human error isn't something we can't seem to fix when it comes to driving. I also think a lot of accidents actually happen because people are sending text, or they're calling somebody, they're not paying attention, maybe they got bad news or good news on their cell phone. So it's best, don't text while you're driving. Please don't do that, because I want to keep you around. I got to have some audience, okay? So don't do that. Okay, sports cars are probably the most compelling examples of automobiles. You know, I lived out there at Talladega. I never went to one of the Talladega races, but we were right there at it. These vehicles are designed to go fast, while their drivers laugh with glee. Now, the car ride, the Grand Prix race power steering. Now, these are just some of the excitement that sports cars have. Even car maintenance is attractive. Okay, now, which company manufactured a car called the DB5? Let's see what that is. Come on, answer. I've got to see this answer. I'm really excited about that. So it's the DB5. Well, this one don't want to come up. So let's go ahead and go to the next question, and then we'll be back with the answer. So in the 1960s, Unleashed an affordable sports car called the what? Let's see if we can pull that up. You know what? Let's go ahead and cut to a commercial break, then I'm going to be right back in just a minute. Let's see what's going on with this. The only place I buy my beef is Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama. Their cattle is born and raised on their ranch, grass and grain fed, and you can feel confident when you serve your family and friends because their beef is all natural and no antibiotics or hormones are added. You can buy whole beef or perhaps go in with family or friends and buy half. Their customer service is number one as they take care of the delivery to their local processor and can deliver to your home for a small added fee. They also offer herd replacement heifers. I always call Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama for my beef specialty recipes and cookouts, and you can too. Food shortages are increasing, so buy local by calling 256-523-6462. That's 256-523-6462.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and my employees and I want to thank each and every one of you for your continued support. With everything going on right now, your rest is so important. That's why we're having the biggest MyPillow sale ever. Not only are my bed pillows as low as $19.98, but you can get the best body pillows ever. Regular $89.98, now only $29.98. Take your rest on the go with our Roll and Go Anywhere MyPillows for only $14.98. And we have our new couch and accent pillows. They aren't just for looks. They have MyPillow's patented adjustable fill that gives you that amazing MyPillow comfort. In this economy, you get the best gifts ever for the best prices ever. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code and you get deep discounts on body, couch, bolster pillows, and so much more, including my original bed pillows for as low as $19.98. Please order now while quantities last.
At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. Okay, we are back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications. Sorry about that little bit of inconvenience right there. We are back. So let's go ahead and come up with some of these answers right here. Number 16. Which company manufactured a car called the DBS? So let's find the answer to that. That's really interesting. The answer is Aston Martin. In the past, Aston Martin had manufactured a range of other cars with admittedly more exciting names. This includes the Vanquish, the Vantage, and several different names that started with the letter V. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at this one. In the 1960s, Ford unleashed an affordable sports car called what? What was that car called? The Ford Mustang. My cousin Kathy had this car, and we always thought she looked so cool driving around in that car, the Ford Mustang, and the Ford Mustang had that little logo on the side of the car. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So the Mustang, by the way, this is some more interesting information right here. The Mustang is a muscle car, caught the world by storm, and it remains one of the most popular cars of all time. Now, it is a classic car. Fun fact, the Mustang was named after a World War II fighter plane with the same name. All right, here's a good one. What did the original Chevrolet Corvette badge have that was so quickly dropped? The American flag. Okay, so let's find out why. Why would you not have the American flag on there? Because I'm a huge, I love America. Okay, I'm very patriotic. The Corvette may not have an American flag on its badge, but it is undeniably American in spirit. So the Corvette remains one of the most recognized American cars on the market, and it's certainly impressive. I had a Corvette one time. Brad was little when I got this Corvette. I didn't keep it long. First of all, you don't have a baby with a Corvette. Okay, there's barely enough room to get you in there. By the time you get the baby in there, shop for groceries, nowhere to put groceries. Okay, so the Toyota Supra started as a variation of what model car line? Celica. Okay, so for more information, the Supra remains a fan favorite globally, and it's easily accessible, fun, and sporty. It feels like it's especially popular among young individuals. Everyone loves its dual exhaust and other features. Okay, now I love BMW, and I've had three series BMW, no, three series in a lifetime. And I'll tell you what I loved about it is it was really good on fuel. And so where did the BMW originally make all of its Z4S? Oh, you're going to be surprised at this. South Carolina. Many cars used to be constructed in the United States, although the nation lost much of its manufacturing industry over the last few decades. That being said, many cars are still being manufactured in North America. I think we got time for a few more. Let's look and see. Oh yeah, we got time. Okay, now, this is a good one. What was the first car to be mass produced? You'll guess this one. Okay, the Ford Model T. The Model T was, of course, a Ford, and Henry Ford created it. You need to do some background on that. You know, this is during the Depression, and there were some people that they didn't really pay any attention to, you know, it was the Depression. They went on ahead and they were a success anyway. Now, what was the first Japanese car to be produced in the United States? It was the Honda Accord. For more information, Honda maintains a major presence in the United States with its affordable and its reliable cars. Okay, now, which automobile manufacturer was the first to offer seat belts as an option? Can you imagine this? When we were kids in the 1960s, we didn't have seat belts. It's a wonder we all didn't fly through the windshield when my parents had to stop all of a sudden on the penny. Okay, the answer, the automobile, the first one to offer seat belts as an option was Nash. Today it seems unthinkable that cars are made without seat belts, but society has come a long way since then. Absolutely. You know what? This is pretty cool. I've actually enjoyed this. So let's see what else we've got. Okay, we all drive cars, and so the benefit of trivia questions are clear when you figure out something you can use this daily in life. So don't just focus on modern cars. I love old cars. I mean, I think they're really cool. Now, Phil's always talking about a 56 Chevy. I think that's what he always talks about. But don't be afraid to get into the history of cars. There's so much history that you can learn just from cars, car maintenance, and that kind of thing. And also how to take care of your cars. You need to make sure you get your oil changed whenever it needs to be. Don't lag on that. That can ruin your engine. And also, you know, windshield wipers are really important. And, you know, because the rains that we get here in Alabama, it's like incredible. And when it rains, it rains. It really pours. So make sure you got your maintenance on your windshield wipers. Make sure you have the proper air inside the tires. Did you know that if you don't have enough air in your tires, it uses up more fuel? Yeah, we don't want that to happen. Also, starting and stopping. I know it's hard to do in city traffic because I remember the interstates, driving in Charlotte all day, every day. The constant starting, stopping, that uses up a lot of fuel too. Okay, we're going to have to call it a day. My name is Donna Feazell, and I'm your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, and Abundant Television, which is found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Don't forget the podcast, nettnewsnetwork.net. Again, thank you so much for watching.